Hey everybody, welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour. I'm your host, John the Bod, aka the Bod Father. As always, we're bringing you awesome interviews. And tonight we have an awesome interview on the line with you right now. We have the band Wolves of the Calla. They're out of Charleston, West Virginia, and we're going to be talking to them. And also have my lovely co-host on here,
Krystal.
We're going to let Krystal kick off the show, and she's going to be asking questions. But first, guys, would you care to introduce yourself?
I'm Jim, the drummer.
Adrian, bass player.
And Johnny had to step away for a second. He's the guitarist, singer. They both sing. I sing one song, so I don't really sing. So.
Okay.
He sings good. He just...
Okay. What was your experience like while making this EP?
Oh, hungover. Yeah, hungover. Yeah, we recorded it. We recorded the basic tracks live at the Empty Glass on Sunday. Yeah, and we had a gig the night before, so we were pretty busted up and hungover. But it came out really well. After we recorded the basic tracks, we took it to our good friend Daniel Coffey, and he did the mix downs and producing all of it for us. So everything you're hearing, with the exception and Jason Robinson from Empty Glass Records, really helped that a lot too. Everything you're hearing on the album is one take, except for one guitar solo we redid. That was it. Everything else is live.
How was working with Jason and Daniel on this? How was working with those guys?
Man, it was easy, man. They basically gave us everything that we wanted whenever we were in there. If we told him to turn this up or subdue this, he would, it was done, And if it didn't sound good, we would sit back and listen to what they had to say. And
both have very good ears.
Yeah,
Great producers, both of them.
I mean, it's pretty painless.
Pretty painless, yeah.
Is there any particular song that stands out to you more than the others off of your EP?
It depends on my mood.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't know, like, there at certain points I'll sit back and I'll listen to, like, man, Embrace the Lie.
Embrace the Lie, yeah.
And then, like, I'll go back and listen to it again, and then I'll say Carpetbagger, and I'll be like, man, that's the one. And then I'll sit back and I'll bounce along through all of them.
But that kind of has a special place in my heart because it was the first song we wrote as a band.
Yeah.
So, but I'm like these guys. Every day my taste changes.
Like, I remember when we got the mastered tracks, and we were sitting back and we were listening to them, and despite the fact that it's a live recording, I was sitting there and I was like, damn, they got everything sounding right. And I knew at one point, because I was sitting there listening to it, and the I don't know, the rawness, or whatever of it, it gave me a chill, and I was like, all right, I think we're onto something pretty good here.
Yeah.
And we actually step into the studio next time. We're going to take what we learned on this one, sound-wise, and apply it to new stuff.
Yeah, we had enough material for an actual full album, but we the last thing that we were in, there was a big 2-year wait for an album, and we felt like we owed our fans something as quickly as we could, so
we slapped this one together.
We got together in about 6 months.
Yeah, pretty much. Everything kind of just fell into place. I mean, it was, the songs were written, and the opportunity. Who was it that canceled? Somebody canceled it at the Glass, and it just happened to fall into our laps.
It was a tribute thing. Richard Alderson, a good friend of ours, Richard Alderson, paid for our studio time because we had set up like a tribute album with it, like just recording a bunch of old songs and stuff, but it fell through, and we kind of lucked into getting recording time. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Richard.
So with these other songs, are they going to be saved back for another album, or maybe scratch that and start from scratch, or what?
No. I think we're going to go ahead, and when we do the album, we'll re-record these 4 with better production.
Okay.
Like I said, we threw this one together because we wanted to get something out. See, previously in the old band we used to play in, it took 2 years to get the album recorded, a full-length album, and it wasn't the fact that we took, like, my drum tracks were done within a couple of months. I mean, honestly, a couple of months, going back and touching things and things like that. It was taking forever. And whenever we split with the other guitar player, we felt like, hey, let's try to get something as fast as we can, get it out as quickly as we can, because there's been a lot of people waiting for us to put something out. And, 3.5 years later, we finally got something.
Yeah.
How much growth musically have you seen this band go through since the formation of Wolves of the Calla?
Well, massive, man. I mean, like I said, we played together before in the other band, and dude, it was just nothing against our other guitar player, but man, whenever we parted ways with him, there was a huge immediately everybody was able to, you know what I mean, express themselves much better. Jim, who's always been, in my opinion, amazing drummer, came into his own, man. I mean, he's playing stuff that I've never, and shoot, what, 20 years of knowing him?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, 15 years of knowing him, I've never seen him play. He's playing like a madman. Adrian has stepped up on his bass playing. He's also singing a lot more. And being the only guitar player in the band, it gives me the freedom to do, you know, pretty much whatever I want. I don't have another instrument in my way, you know.
And I think that's just it. The fact that we're a three-piece, it forces all of us to step our
To
game.
work. Yeah. It made us,
Because if one of us screws up,
everybody.
Yeah, you're going to hear it, yeah.
you're going
Yeah.
there's no covering your
Change to a three-piece has definitely made us a better band.
How much local support do you guys see from fans, venues, and radio play?
Plenty of support from the fans.
Absolutely.
I can't say anything bad about the fans.
radio.
Radio support is dead up here. There used to be 2 radio stations that would play up here. Rock 105.
88.1.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoa. I'm so sorry. Oh, my God. I can't believe I forgot about status quo. Oh, my God. All right. Believe it or not, this is only my first beer.
WTSQ.
Well, it's hard to get used to the fact that there is a station around it
Right.
that gives a damn.
Yeah, WTSQ, Josh Kaplan, Harry, and all the guys up there, man, they really have, you know, went above and beyond for us, man. They're really, really cool with us.
Yeah, Harry, you fucking rock.
Yeah.
What can the fans expect at a show from you guys when they come out to see you all? What can they expect?
Violence.
They can expect to have a good time.
Pure raw energy, good time. We're definitely a sight to behold, I guess.
Jim gets naked.
Sometimes. Depends on how much alcohol.
I definitely missed that when I saw you guys.
Yeah.
That's only on special occasions.
Yeah, that's what Father's Day.
Yeah.
I can't believe you fucking remember that.
Many years ago, I went out there. I wasn't playing in a band with Jim. He was playing another band. I went to see him. It was on Mother's Day, so it was a very special day. And he got really drunk and stood up on his drum stool and pulled out his extra drumstick, if you know what I mean.
All right, here's the story as it was told to me. I don't really remember doing this, any of it.
That's pretty much what happened.
Yeah, well, the way it was told to me was, like, we stopped the show, and I got out from behind the drum kit, and I walked up and I gave this beautiful speech about moms and, you know, how they have the hardest job. I mean, it's true. You know, they have the hardest job on the planet. You know what I mean? And I'm like, and they're like, I'm selling this whole fucking thing. Like, there's not a dry eye in the house. Like, girls are actually crying over what I'm saying. And then I get up on my drum seat, pull down my pants, show my ass, spin around, gave the audience a helicopter, and then
they really started crying.
And then and then I guess at the end of the show they said I was throwing my shit around, and then I went out back and he passed out in between
the alley.
bars. Yeah,
It was pretty awesome.
it was a bad night. In my defense, I remember now I had 2 broken toes on my left foot, and playing double kick drum that night, I wasn't going to cancel the show because I didn't think I was going to be in that much pain.
He's an Iron Man.
And boy, was I in that much pain. And a friend of mine showed up with a couple of Lord Cups. I remember I took like 3 or 4 of them all at once.
With beer.
And I was drinking like a beer per song. And then all that happened, but I don't remember any of that. And
Lord.
And if that doesn't scream rock and roll, I don't know what was.
Yeah. These things have a tendency to happen, I'm just saying. Fair warning.
So there you go.
What do you guys feel sets you apart from other bands?
Well, I think the fact that we do what we do, we're not trying to, like everybody else nowadays, and this is the biggest knock against metal right now, is everybody sounds
Like the next guy.
like the next guy. They're all clones. And that's, you know, that's not a knock on their style or anything else, but there's just so much of it. It's oversaturation, and it really ends up hurting, you know, in the long run, you know, other bands because they all sandwich together.
Yeah.
Whereas we have like an old school feel,
Very old.
Yeah,
We're
we're influenced by everything from Pantera and Iron Maiden to like COC to like Leonard Skinner and Blackfoot. So we have like I call it swamp metal. That's what we do. So I mean, it's just
Hellbilly metal.
Hellbilly metal. Yeah, it's groove, melodic.
We do whatever we think sounds
exactly.
good. I mean,
honestly, yeah, pretty much it. We pretty much do whatever the hell we want to, and if it sounds good, we keep it. If not, then we still keep it.
Yeah.
What helps you guys keep your mind fresh and open to new stuff that you've not written or played yet?
Man, I don't, honestly, me personally, I don't listen to the radio.
Neither do I.
Yeah, we just don't. We try to distance ourselves as much. We just do what we do. Yeah, from like current music, because it does kind of color what you do, and I drink a lot too. So
yeah, we drink and smoke. Well, Johnny doesn't smoke.
Oh,
we
smoke. I drink
smoke.
a lot.
We smoke stuff from the left hand side.
Yeah, that's yeah. There you go. I drink a lot of whiskey. PBR.
PBR. I drink a lot of PBR too.
Lovely.
It's the nectar of the gods.
We're trying to work out a deal with them right now. That's why we're kissing their ass, actually. So
Yes, sir. PBR. We love you
if
guys.
you're listening, we love you.
It's been a long time.
Give us things.
We so horny.
Is there any particular moment or show besides James mooning everybody that stands out to you guys since being part of Wolves of the Calla?
Honestly, we haven't played that very many shows.
We haven't honestly had a show. Our very first show was
back in October.
Man. That was our first show, and they've all been eventful. I mean, and good in their own sort of way. The first one, I guess, just because it was the first show. And that's one that sticks out to me, I guess.
Was that right before Halloween? I think I was at that show.
Yeah, it was right. Yeah, it was
yeah.
the Halloween show.
The Halloween show. Yeah. There you go. So that was that, and the fact that we couldn't see off stage because of the fog, that was awesome. Yes. I think it's good every time.
And the beers are nice and cold now.
A lot of fine drinking that night. Yeah.
What made you guys want to become a musician? What was that spark?
Mine was Phil Collins, because I figured if that little balding Englisher could get women, I know I could play music.
Honestly, for me, I have to say two things. When I was a kid, and I'm talking like really, really little, like I was probably about 4 or 5 years old, my parents used to let us, me and my brother, listen to music whenever we would go to sleep. I remember picking out Black Sabbath, and like the first song scared the living shit out of me. And I like scary movies, but I'd never heard scary music before. And I remember it scared the shit out of me, and I fucking loved it. Said, oh no, please God help me. The devil was chasing him, man. And I thought, fuck, the devil was after me too, It was Black Sabbath, and then when I got a little bit older, when I was about 5 or 6 or 7, the Monkees, the TV show. I remember watching it. I'm not joking. I remember seeing how much fun they had playing music and stuff on that show. And for me, I was just like, that's what I want to do. I want to have fun. I want to play music and be able to have a laugh like they did. I mean, it was really, really fun for me to watch them. What about you, man?
Hey, you're worried about this noise inside the room. My fiance is in here beating on drums and trying to get me to eat ice. I know, she wanted to make me to. That's nasty.
You guys have a release show coming up on the 18th at Boulevard Tavern in Charleston. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Sure do. That's it. It's us, a band called Membrane Cell. It's going to be opening a show. They're amazing. Keyboard and one of the best guitar players in the Valley, Kenny Booth, man. It's a really cool, like, fusion sort of White Zombie-esque, Rob Zombie-esque type thing, man. It's awesome. And then John Lancaster is fronting 4M Mono, man, the guy from he had Chum many years ago. And, man, 4M Mono is just badass. So we're really lucky to have him on the show with us. So, yeah, we're looking forward to it.
You're going to be there, ain't you, Krystal?
I don't know if I can be at that one, but I'll be seeing you guys on April 8th
show, yeah.
at Munchie.
30th,
yeah.
31st,
Definitely be there for that.
Your guys, I guess EPU's getting ready to come out. How can folks stay in touch with you guys, buy this EP from you guys also? How can they do that, plus tour dates?
Well, we've got some. So if you go pick up the shows, then Arm the Pit Records has it. It's going to have it too, so you can order from them. And then after we sell a few CDs, we're going to be releasing it on all of the digital market, CD Baby, Amazon. It'll be available on all that stuff too. So, but right now it's just at the shows, and you can order from Arm the Pit Records.
Guys, I want to thank you for being on the show. I dig the song that James sent me. It's pretty badass. I can't wait to get this. Actually, I'm going to buy it from you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Before I let you guys go, would one of you care to do a promo for the show?
Sure. This is Johnny Compton from the Wolves of the Calla, and you're listening to the BODS Mayhem Hour. Break it up.
Everybody stick around. We got some great music coming up, and you only hear these interviews right here on BODS Mayhem Hour and Uber City Radio from my lovely co-host,
Krystal.
We'll see you guys next week. Thanks, guys.
Hey, no problem, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you, brother.